Yuki Morioka stood beneath the blazing lights of the arena, his gloves still shimmering with the sweat and effort of a relentless war. The crowd roared his name, a wave of sound that seemed to lift him higher than the championship belt ever could. Tonight was more than a victory, it was the fulfillment of years spent carving his path through hardship and doubt. He had entered the ring as the red champion, but he emerged carrying the black title as well. 2 belts now rested in his grasp, symbols of a unification that few thought possible when his journey began. The super bantamweight division belonged to him, every corner of it marked by his courage and skill. Takumi Fukuda had been no ordinary challenger. From the opening bell, Fukuda unleashed a storm of strikes, his footwork sharp and his counters precise. Yet Morioka met every flurry with a will of steel, refusing to yield an inch. Each round became a testament to endurance, a striking battle that thrilled the crowd and tested the limits of both warriors. When the final bell sounded, the arena held its breath. Judges tallied the scorecards, but many already sensed what was coming. The decision was unanimous, the announcement thunderous: Yuki Morioka, the new black champion. He lifted both belts high, a gleam of triumph in his eyes. Reporters rushed forward, microphones outstretched, but Morioka's first words cut through the noise with clarity. "Next is unlimited," he declared, his voice steady, his vision already fixed on the horizon. For Morioka, this night was a chapter, not the conclusion. The Triple Crown title awaited, a challenge beyond the unification he had just achieved. He spoke of it not as a dream, but as a certainty. Every fiber of his being seemed to vibrate with purpose. Fans in the arena chanted his name again and again. They had witnessed a striking battle worthy of legend, a display of technique and heart that would echo through the halls of knockout history. Children in the front row clutched homemade signs, eyes wide with inspiration. Older fans nodded in respect, knowing they had seen the rise of a fighter destined for greatness. Morioka's team surrounded him, embracing him with pride and relief. Trainers who had shouted instructions through grueling camps now smiled, their voices hoarse but their spirits soaring. They knew the hours of sweat, the sacrifices of body and mind, that had forged this moment. He looked back at Fukuda, offering a respectful nod. The challenger, battered but unbowed, returned the gesture. Their battle had been fierce, but it had been honorable. In the ring, respect was the truest victory of all. As he left the arena, cameras followed his every move. Yet Morioka remained composed, his focus unwavering. "Unlimited," he repeated quietly, almost to himself, a mantra for the journey ahead. The city outside pulsed with celebration. Fans filled the streets, chanting and cheering long into the night. Social media exploded with highlights of the fight, commentators praising his strategy, his composure, his striking precision. But behind the accolades, Morioka's thoughts were already shifting. The Triple Crown demanded more than skill, it demanded evolution. He knew new challenges awaited, opponents with different styles, new dangers, and the constant pressure of expectation. In interviews, he spoke not of fame but of growth. "Every fight teaches me," he said. "Tonight, I learned that strength is more than power. It's patience, it's heart, it's the will to keep moving when everything tells you to stop." His words resonated beyond the sport. For young fighters watching, he became a symbol of perseverance. For fans, he embodied the spirit of knockout, a champion who fought not just for titles but for the love of the battle. The night stretched on, but Morioka's resolve remained sharp. He would rest, recover, and return to the gym. The belts were milestones, not destinations. The path to unlimited awaited, and he intended to walk it with the same relentless drive that had carried him this far. Under the quiet of early morning, he finally slipped away from the noise. Yet even in silence, his presence lingered in every corner of the fight world. Yuki Morioka, the unified super bantamweight champion, had spoken his next goal into existence. The world listened.